So, good day everyone for Forensic 5. Forensic 5, Chapter 3, Part 2. So, Forensic 5, Chapter 3, Part 2 is the polygraph technique accurate? So, for your recitation number 3, ayan, pakisulat po to sa yellow pad and to be passed sa Monday po. Okay? So, is the polygraph technique accurate? And what are the factors? Diyan natin makikita kung nag-open ba ng video recorded lecture yung mga magre-recite. Okay? Para alam nyo kung ano yung recitation nyo. What are the factors affecting polygraph examination accuracy? So, sa yellow pad po ito. 2 questions po ha. Pagkakalimutan ang name, surname, first name, and middle, year and section, and date also. And the subject. Subject and date. Okay? So, next, punta tayo sa yung mga factors na to. What are the factors affecting the polygraph examination accuracy? But yung mga ibibigay ko dito ay hindi nyo na po pwedeng isulat sa inyong yellow pad. So first, we have the nervous or the extreme, emotional tension. So dito po, it experienced by a subject who is telling the truth regarding the offense in the question, but who is nevertheless affected by. So, the apprehension induced by the mere fact that a suspicion or the accusation has been directly against him. So, yung mga apprehension over the possibility of an inaccurate lie detector test, yung mga resulta dun po nun kasali. So, the over anxiety para makipag-cooperate to assure the accurate test result. And also, yung apprehension concerning the possible physical hurt from the instrument. Baka nga naman nasasaktan sa instrument na kinabit. Hindi pala mental, no? And then also the anger, resentment over having to take a lie detector. So, medyo pag hindi pa talaga handa at kakabitan nga ng pneumograph, galvanograph, and cardiograph, ay magkakaroon tayo ng tendency na hindi siya maging fit bilang subject. And the over-anxiety regarding the serious personal problems unrelated to the offense under investigation. So, yung mga previous extensive interrogation na pwedeng mayroong physical abuse, ayan, nakaka-apekto din po. And also, a guilt complex or a fear for the detection regarding some other offense which he had committed. So, even na hindi naman pala yung tinatanong during the polygraph test, maaring kabahan talaga siya dahil meron palang ibang reason about that. And second is the physiological abnormalities. So, in the physiological abnormalities, those who have excessively high or excessively low blood pressure, yan, yung may mga disease sa heart and respiratory order. Kabilang din po dyan, disorder. So, yung physiological, ang minimeasure dyan, di ba, the cardiograph, galvanograph, and sphygmograph. Pag cardiograph, blood pressure. Pagka naman pneumograph sa respiratory, galvanograph is the skin resistance. And next, we have the mental abnormalities. mental abnormalities. So, kabilang yung mga feeble-mindedness, or mga idiots and imbeciles and moron. Pag imbeciles, yung IQ niya pang 7 years old. Pag feeble-mindedness, mababa yung IQ niya. Okay, the psychosis as a manic depressive, yung mga paranoid, schizophrenia, paretics, kasali din. So, yung mga psychoneurosis, psychopathy as among so-called the peculiar or the emotional unstable person. Kasali dito sa mental abnormalities. Yan, hindi sila pwedeng mag-take ng polygraph test. Next is the unresponsiveness. So, in lying or a guilty subject because of no fear of detection. So, mahirap silang ma-detect kasi wala silang emotional disturbance. So, need ng extensive interrogation. So, also yung mga apparent inability to consciously control yung response by means of their certain mental sets of attitudes. And also a condition na merong subshock or adrenaline exhaustion. So, at the time of the test, no, during time yun ng test, yung subshock and adrenal exhaustion. The rationalization of the crime in advance of the test to such an extent that lying about the offense arouses little or no emotional disturbance. So, kabilang din dito yung extensive interrogation proper to the test. So, wait lang po ha. Next, we have the attempt to beat the machine. Attempt to beat the machine. Attempt to beat the machine by control the breathing or yung mga muscular. And next, we have the unobserved application of muscular pressure. So, which it can produce yung mga ambiguities and misleading indication ng ating blood pressure tracing. So, kada galaw mo, no, may magre-resulta. And next, what are the limitations? So, what are the limitation of the polygraph technique? So, ano ba yung mga limitation yan? First, it is an invaluable investigative aid. Okay? And valuable investigative aid. So, but hindi siya magiging substitute sa investigation. So, hindi siya pwedeng maging evidence due to its accuracy. Ha? Kasi hindi inaccurate to. No? Yung accuracy niya kasi nasa 97% lang. So, next, it is a not lie detector but only a scientific diagnostic instrument. So, it only record lang yung mga physiological factor. Hindi siya yung mismong lie detector. Nakaka-detect ba yan na nagsisinungaling agad or hindi? Masasabi ba niyan agad na nagsisinungaling o di? But, it is a scientific diagnostic instrument. Next is it does not determine the facts but it record responses to that which the subject knows to be true. So, ito ay, again, hindi nga pang determine ng facts, just to record yung response lang ng subject. The subject. So, it depends no sa magiging answer ng subject. Next, it is only as accurate as the examiner is competent. So, depende sa examiner, no? Kung gaano siya kagaling. Kung paano niya ma-analyze yung polygraph test, no? Dapat skilled yung mga examiner. Examiner is competent. Next, the test will not be given until enough facts have been established to permit the examiner to prepare a complete set of suitable question. So, before exam, dapat na ibaba na yung mga info about sa subject. Para pag tinanong siya, dire-diretso lang. Saan lang yan mare-record? Sa kanyang physiological response, hindi dun sa mismong response niya. Kasi na-practice na yan, yung mga tanong na yan. Okay? And next, the test will not be given without the voluntary consent of the subject. Dapat may voluntary consent yan, ha? Kung ayaw, hindi siya pwedeng maging subject. Hindi po dapat pilitin. Next, no indication will be given to any person or place in any report that a person will be considered guilty because he refused to take the test. So, kung ayaw niya talaga and refuse siya mag-take ng test, ay hindi po siya pwedeng sabihin guilty po siya, ha? Next, a test will not be given until the accusation have been explained with the subject. So, kailangan magpaliwanag ni subject. And next, no attempt to use polygraph or mental or physical evaluation of any person. So, because of this, ang only marirecord lang ay yung mga physiological reactions. And last is, no examination will conducted to unfit subject. So, na-discuss na natin yung mga fit and unfit subject. Pag unfit subject, hindi pwede yan sa polygraph test. Dapat fit subject lang. Okay? Next, what are the barriers? The barriers to the polygraph examination. So, there are the instances where it's impossible to make analysis of polygraph test because of the following. First, ay yung may mga pathological liar. Yung mga person who cannot determine the right and wrong. So, next is yung meron ding mental cases. Hindi yan madedetect, no? Kasi meron silang mental cases. And yung ito yung mga kumbaga barriers or yung mga unfit subject. And then person under the influence of intoxicating liquor, yung mga nakainom, bawal din po, ha? Next is the narcotic related cases, yung mga nagte-take ng mga illegal drugs. Narcotics, drugs. Okay, medyo nagloloko ulit ang ating device. Related cases. Next is the various heart and other organic troubles. Kasi di ba nire-record yung heart? No? Kaya dapat kunin mo na kaya dapat bago ka mag-undergo ng polygraph test ay ina-examine din po muna yung mga blood pressure, yung mga heart rate or heart pulse. Okay? So, yung mga merong various heart and other organic troubles. Next, pasok tayo. Tapos na tayo sa polygraph machine. Pasok tayo sa part ng mga instrument or sa part ng or component ng polygraph. First, we have the pneumograph component. Kilalanin muna natin si pneumograph component. So, the polygraph instrument usually measure 4 to 6 physiological reaction and recorded by the 3 different medical instruments that are combined in one machine. So, older polygraph machines were equipped with the long strips of paper that move slowly beneath the fans that recorded the various physiological responses. So, the newer equipment uses transducer to convert the information to digital signal that can be stored on computers and analyzed using the sophisticated mathematical algorithm. So, pag pneumograph component, breathing patterns lang yan of respiration. So, breathing patterns. Kasi yan yung dalawang hollow convoluted tube na kinakabit sa inyong abdominal and thoracic na mayroong 7 inches sa abdominal and thoracic. Doon po yung kinakabit ha. So, rubber convoluted tube. Rubber po yan. Tapos may beaded chain. Yung beaded chain is para ma-adjust kung gaano kasikip or gaano kaluwag sa katawan or sa dibdib at likod ng magiging subject. Okay? Lagay natin dito yung controls of pneumograph component. First is the manual centering knob. It is used to position the baseline of the pneumo tracing on the upper heavy horizontal line. Next is the vent. Vent with the vent down. The system is closed and unoperative. With the vent up, the system is open and ready for use. So, ano nga ba yung gamit ng vent? It is used to release the excess pressure. So, to stop the pen between the test and to prevent the possible tambour assembly. So, to prevent the pen from the possible jump by moving up or down in one place of the chart paper. So, ito sa chart paper itong mga to ha. And to stop the pen during the tube adjustment and to assist in gaining the amplitude also ha. To let the atmospheric into the system. Okay po. Next, how to obtain proper tracing of the pneumo. So, first muna mga anak, kapag ka female, saan ilalagay yung tube? Above the breast or abdominal breaths. Okay, and the lower tube naman ay abdominal. Thoracic and abdominal, taas. So, have to obtain the proper tracing of the pneumo. First, observe the subject for point of maximum chest motion. Place the tube at the point where the maximum motion is observed. So, the tube must be smooth and the tube that is too loose will result in a distorted pattern. So, yung tube, dapat sakto lang sa dibdib. It's not too tight kasi baka mag-cause ng uncomfortable and ma-distort yung pattern. So, with the female subject, the tube is almost always placed above the breast. Yun nga sinabi ko. So, some females are abdominal breathers and the tubes will have to be lowered. Kung abdominal, medyo babaan natin, hindi sa upper or sa taas ng breast. So, the technical production naman ng pneumograph tracing, meron tayong, so, sulat natin, technical production of the pneumograph tracing. Mga anak, ang unang ikakabit nyo ay blue sa taas, white sa baba. Okay? So, we have the ascending limb with the expansion of the chest during the inhalating. The air capacity in the pneumograph tube is increased and creating a vacuum within the system and which reduces the internal surface pressure against the bellow. So, thus moving the bellows backward causing a lateral clockwise or the upward stroke of the pen. Okay? Pag ascending limb, pataas ha, ascending, kaya nga ascend. Ascending limb. And pag descending limb naman, mababa. Kaya nga descendants of the sun, pababa. Mga descendants o mga kaapu-apuhan ay pababa. So, descending limb caused by the exhalation, thus reversing this process, causing an increase in internal surface pressure against the bellow. So, those moving the bellow or to or toward its original position. Okay? And it produces a lateral counterclockwise or a downward movement of the pen. So, sa pen to. Okay? Ano ba yung mga parts ng pneumograph? So, the detachable parts and accessories of the pneumograph. Sulat natin. Pneumograph. Detachable parts and accessories. First is the rubber bellow. Second is the beaded chain. Next is the rubber flexible tubing. Next, the pneumograph tube connection. The pneumograph connecting tube. And the pneumograph distributing ink. Next, the pneumograph pipeline. Next, we have the vent valve and the vent bottom. Next, the tambour assembly and the sphygmomanometer. Yung ibang pneumograph wala ng sphygmomanometer ha. And next is the resonance control. So for your chapter 3 part 2 is all about the polygraph machine and the pneumograph component. So, bago tayo pumasok sa cardiograph component and galvanograph component, kailangan nyo po munang maintindihan ang pneumograph component. Okay, the pneumograph component, kinakabit po yan ha. Yan po yung tube na kinakabit sa dibdib natin. Just to record the breathing, the inhalation, and exhalation. So, for your recitation number 3, ito po yung question na sasagutin nyo. And it will be passed next Monday together with your notebook. So, thank you. And hope may naintindihan. Pag may question, i-PN lamang po.